Hello everyone, how you doing today? Stomp Gamer. We're going to do a video today about 3.10R. That's the latest PTU patch, which is now open to all backers, so everyone can jump in and explore the new Star Citizen world and flight model to their chagrin and happiness, depending on whoever. As you can see, Everest Harbor is very busy with people trying to spawn ships, which is kind of annoying because I want to go fly. So yeah, I'll just sit here with my goofy looking standard character and wait. One thing we're going to talk about now is the neutering of the size 2 and size 3 sledges. You may have seen the previous video where I was talking about the new size 3 mass drivers and saying how enjoyable it was to have a weapon that rewarded good aim again, and that wasn't overpowered. It was overpowered when it first came out because it was 500 something damage per second. Then they nerfed it down to 418, and I said, you know what, after the nerf, it's more balanced and reasonable, and I'm okay with it. Well, you'll see that right now I'm using the Tarantula GT870s on my lovely Arrow instead of the mass drivers, because they went from 418 DPS for the size 3 sledges to 270. That is less DPS than every other size 3 weapon in the game except for one, which is a size 3 laser cannon. I forgot the name of it. I want to say it's something like Strike something, which is a very slow firing laser cannon. So in other words, the Sledge is now, so let's see where the Sledge 3s. These are now pretty much useless. That's not what I clicked on. Come on. These are what I clicked on. These are now useless. No reason to use them. They do less damage than any other size 3. In fact, their damage is more in line with a size 2 weapon than it is with a size 3. So we will forever call 3.10R patch the patch where they killed mass drivers. So we're going to go test the Tarantula, which is still doing about 394 DPS, so just a hair less than the mass drivers were doing. So we'll see if they're a little bit useful. Some of the other patch notes, they fixed the ability to send money to other people that you didn't have. So that was kind of a bug we were getting, where someone could send 9,999,000,000,000,000,000, whatever. You know, literally you could just fill the window up with nines, send it to someone. It would let you send them the item, and then they would have all the credits they ever needed. So they fixed that bug, which was a good thing and a bad thing, because we obviously didn't want that going live. I mean, I'm sitting at 1.6 trillion or something after gifting, because someone gifted me money, so I gifted other people money, and here we are. So now I'm waiting for an elevator. Get away from these people who are using proximity comms and chatting. Don't want to talk to you. Go away. This is my elevator. Go away. Yeah, I think he's talking on the phone with proximity comms on. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, so while we sit here waiting for our elevator to magically teleport to us. What language is that? I don't even know what language that is. Anyway, as we sit here waiting for our elevator, we'll go do some combat using the tarantulas. They also made some other changes to the targeting reticle. So it won't, it's a 3D reticle, but it won't go as 3D. So the angle is less, so it should be more visible in combat at higher angles of attack. And they increase the rotational rate of all ships except what they call very large ships in atmosphere. So I'm going to guess that's Caterpillar and up will still be slow rolling in atmosphere. Let's see some of the other changes. Still lots of, I mean, there's a ton of known issues here. Going ADS and crouching, you still won't see the optical scope through the airhead or P6LR. Free look doesn't work in turrets. Ship holograms take forever. Crystals in large rock surface deposits don't settle properly after fracturing, causing them to vibrate and shake. Come on, take me to pad 4. What else do we have here? Player ship is destroyed shortly after flying into a restricted zone. Boxes are labeled as objective setup in the HUD. wind effect ships inside of hangars. That one is really annoying when you're on a hangar like in Lorville and you're trying to take off and the wind is literally shoving you into the wall as soon as you lift. So that's kind of annoying. So just be careful when you're lifting in a hangar. That's about the only workaround for that right now. And a couple other bugs. When again, the big thing here was that they reduced the speed and damage of size 2 and size 3 mass drivers. Was it warranted? I don't think so. I think that they were in a pretty good place where they were, and if they wanted to nerf them down, they should have nerfed them to like mid-range ballistic cannon, or sure, make them the worst, but not the worst by 100 DPS. I mean, literally, they're pointless to use now. It's very sad, very sad. Alright, so let's go ahead and get in the air here. Took us 6 minutes just to get into our ship. Let's see if there's any bounties available. I find everything server side to be very slow. Got some players, but the first thing I'm not going to go test. It's North Rocks, that's going to be there. That's Hurston. I'm not going to go test weapons for the first time up against a player.
Attention. Please come to an immediate halt.
Oh, seriously? Just lift it off on the stream, and you're going to come scan me. Star Citizen.
Okay, thanks. You're clear to proceed.
Last time this happened, they said clear to proceed, and I left, and I still got a 20,000 credit fine. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. And he flew past me and killed himself by running into the station. NPCs. You're not very bright.
Please visit again.
Let's go take on this crime stat 3 with the tarantulas. And you'll notice I don't bother raising landing gear anymore because it takes 3 steps still to raise it. 3 presses of the landing gear button to get your gear to come up.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Yes, I'm again in my arrow. I love my arrow. When the 3.10 goes live, I'll be doing the ship reviews for all the different ships again, but for now I'm just playing with what I'm familiar with. It makes it easier to test, and large ships are not fun right now. I can fly them, don't get me wrong, I can fly a Carrack, I can fly a Caterpillar, but they're just not as fun as they used to be. Randall Michelson, we're coming for you.
Quantum drive is now off.
Before I do that, I should probably come down here and do some of the housekeeping. Go to menu, guns, and let's set everything to the same fire group. We'll go back to power. We will overclock our 3 cannons and our 1 shield.
Quantum drive is now on.
Set this MFD to target status.
Quantum drive is now off.
Why is the beacon that far away to this crime stat 3? I really don't want to have to fly 182 kilometers to this guy. There we go. Anyone else frustrated?
Quantum drive.
Here we go.
Quantum drive.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marvel. I'll move my mic up. And in the process, probably run into some of this stuff that I didn't see because it was so dark. There we go. Now, where's the enemy? How's the audio now, Marvi? Or however you say your name, sorry. I'm out, Mr. Michelson. It's another thing lately. It takes forever for NPCs to spawn. So just hang out and wait for them, I guess. There we go. Let's see how this works. Well, tarantulas seem to work just fine. I really wish I'd track IR. This is using just the built-in kind of look at target. I'm kind of messing around with it. I like it and I don't like it. It's a little bit of everything. It's kind of like poor man's track IR without using head tracking. So you can definitely see some of the packet loss there in the combat where it looks like I miss but then I hit, or it looks like I hit and then I miss. So that's something they were talking about in the last patch. It seems to still be an issue. But no, I mean overall I'd say the tarantulas are still just, they're not as effective as the mass drivers were, but they're still pretty useful. Let's see, this guy's Hurston again, so we'll go for another crime stat 3. Overall, I'd say it's still as effective as mass drivers, so the tarantula should still be a good trade-off if you're looking for a cannon. One shot, high alpha damage, which really something like the Arrow or the Gladius need if you're going up against larger ships. So it's definitely good. Ammo count's pretty good. Let's take a look here. Marvel was asking what the ammo count was for the cannons, so we're going to take a look at weapons. So I still got 693 rounds. So that's definitely plenty. Probably used a total of less than 20 rounds on that last crime stat 3 with those. Let's see. This might be another one where the bounties don't spawn because they're inside of an asteroid. I'll check that personals tab. Let's see what's in there. He's saying that there's 6. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing any bounties in the personal tab, just the ones in the public. Might have to go after some of these players. Problem with chasing players is you spend half the time chasing them just for them to log out or wipe their crime stat before you get to them. Oh, enemies. Include the one we're looking for. Well, we didn't get credit for that kill because he killed himself by flying into an asteroid. So again, we're going to Cutlass with going to have 1 size 2 shield. Pretty easy to kill because he just can't maneuver to hit us. And of course we didn't get our main bounty because flying is apparently a hard thing to do when you're an NPC. Alright, we'll head to Hurston here. And while we're en route, we'll take a look at these player bounties. Victor. Victor 2. If you get that, then you've seen Star Trek. Instant authorization code for Pavel Chekhov. I'm a nerd, sorry. Still my favorite ship for appearance-wise. I wish it had a second size 2 shield, but it is what it is. And there we go. Bounty Hunter, Victor, where is he at? It is not showing me where he is. Victor is invisible. Alright, we'll take a look at Captain Kazaya. Apparently he is also invisible. Maybe that's... Ah, there's Victor. He actually appears to be on his way to Hurston, doesn't he? Ooh. Now, does it show us our tracker? I'm not getting any player indicator beacon for him. So we'll have to just watch where he goes. So we know he's going to go to this side of Hurston. So he should be coming around Pinewood. My guess is he's probably wiping his crime stats. So he might be looking to raid on the security posts. We're watching you, Victor. Which is funny because I don't think I'm tracking him. Am I? No, I'm tracking Captain Kazaya. So buggy right now. Let's see if it shows us where he's going. Well, for now, we can head... See if we can catch him at that outer marker. Oh, there he is. 1,000 kilometers away from us. Where is he gonna go? Oh, he's jumping. That's where he's going.
Quantum drive is now on.
Security Depot Hurston, so he's going to try ground combat to reset. Hello, Victor. Drop me out of quantum. This will be atmospheric combat, which will make things a little bit even more interesting. He's gonna see me by this point, I'm sure. I'm running military, not stealth. Vanguard Harbinger. If I get hit by one size 5 torp, I'm done. That's taking a lot of fire. And he jumped away. Well, we shall chase you, Victor, around the rings of Nebia. That was just depressing, the amount of damage he was taking. Where did he jump to? Magda L5? Huh.
Quantum drive is now on.
Hey Braden, how you doing, man? Where did he run? Oh, he jumped far away. Must be going to L4. Maybe L5. We're not gonna catch him. He's gonna run away. I don't even know if I did any damage. I did some damage to him, but not enough to kill him. I guess we'll try this way. I think L5 is more likely. I'll probably go there to repair. See, here's the problem with NPC player bounties. If you don't instant kill them using a size 9 torpedo, you end up spending half your time chasing them.
Quantum drive.
And the tarantulas definitely did not do anywhere near enough damage compared with the Sledge 3s.
Quantum drive is now off.
before I jump. Let's see if he's still kind of in the area.
Quantum drive is now on.
Alright, where's Victor? Let's check the chat and see if he said anything. He says Cramsack came from blowing up his own ship. Leave him alone. Well, Victor, you know, you did the crime. You blew up your own ship. We'll be nice and we'll chat with him. Why can I not spell curiosity today? Curiosity. And now he's see, problem is he's got a size 2 engine, so I can't catch up to him anyway. So he's probably heading now to Delamar or L5. I did some, yeah. Okay. Tarantulas, not sledges. At least we knew we did some damage. He probably had to run to repair. But in the meantime, let's look for something new to do. This is annoying. You see how laggy this is? Just completely slow server. We'll go repair, rearm, and refuel here at L5. And Alexander, the man in black fled across the system and the pilot followed. Unfortunately, my character is not in black. And my character is actually a female, I believe. Yeah, T-posed female in olive drab and gray. Alright, so Victor's at Delamar. Where's this other guy at? Captain Kazaya. He's over by Crusader, probably Yella. Yeah. It's a problem with using a little small size 1 ship. It's so slow to get anywhere. Maybe we'll switch ships here at L5.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on.
But at least I'm very happy with how the arrow flies. It handles very crisply, very well. Stephen King, I'll have to look it up. Thank you for that, Alexander. Alexander said the man in black referred to Victor. It's a quote from Stephen King. Alright. Flip and burn, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because it's fun.
Reporting engines overheating. Reporting engines overheating.
Let's request our landing.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, Kazai is looking for 1v1. Let's actually check if your gear comes down now.
Deployed. Forward proximity alert. Deck proximity alert.
Well, let's switch ships for fun's sakes, though.
Deck proximity alert. Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
It's a pretty ship with her big, pretty guns. It's still usable. I wish we knew exactly how much damage we did to the Vanguard, but it ran away before we could get a good scan on it. I guess he got frustrated because he couldn't even get a shot off. Maneuverability is handy. I will check my phone, Brandon, in one moment. Well, congratulations on the promotion there, sir. Friend of mine's becoming an NCO in the Air Force. Kinda scary. Alrighty. Which ship should we take? We have options. Let's take something medium sized so that we can have a faster ship and get some experience with using something else. So let's load out do the Freelancer. Or let's go with, should we do it? Should we take a Freelancer Max into combat? Let's do it. Let's do it. What should we give it for weapons? What do we have? Full cannons, Mantis GTs. Sure, we'll go Mantis. Won't worry about the turret because no one will be in the turret. Slap on some FR-76s. Go to the JS-400 power plant. Do I have any extra coolers? I do not. I'll steal an Arctic from the Hoplite. And we'll use an XL1 drive. Let's go be silly and do combat in a Max. Big Mal wants a Saber though. Fine, we'll try the saber. Although the max would have been entertaining as well. Let's go get the saber out. Actually, I should have... Do I have any mirages? I don't. Damn. It would have been nice to test the saber full stealth build. But I don't have any of that on this character right now. You know what? Next time, Mal. I really want to see how annoying the max is going to be in combat. That is, if it summons. We are unable to proceed with your request at this time, and yet it put it right there on a pad. I'm going to say it's on pad 3. Doesn't say, just says pad. Game. Alright, let's play pad roulette. It's getting closer. Did we guess right? Nope. Alright, pad 4. Nope. Pad 2. It's going to be pad 1 because that's the very last one I'm going to click. Yep, pad 1. Figures. As long as they don't store it while we're trying to get over there. Yeah, Mel, I want to do a full stealth video next, so probably tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a... I have to go shopping since I still have a decent amount of funds in the game. And get components for a full stealth build on the Eclipse and the Saber. And I want to test those out and really see, because stealth is really improved. In theory, you should be able to get your detection range down to like 1 kilometer with the Saber and the Eclipse, which will be ridiculous. Alright, Freelancer Max. I have not flown you in 3.10. Let us see how you're doing. And just like all the other freelancers, for some reason the right engine is graphically broken. Hopefully it's not actually broken. Oh my god. Decisions were made and regrets will be had. Look at the roll rate on this thing. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're committed. We're committed. Regrets were had. Alright, god dang it. It's so laggy. I'll go after this crime stat 3. Pad. On our way right back to Hurston. Maybe. Except it's not letting me jump. Oh my god, it's so laggy. Guys, I don't know if I can keep testing 3.10. There we go. And I'm hoping that there's a new patch coming out. That's why the servers are being this bad. And yes, 1K detection range with an Eclipse will be super unfair. There'll be a lot of guys very mad about it. Now the only real thing that's going to go in the favor of someone is even if you're undetected now, so let's say you can get your detection range to less than a kilometer. When you target someone, whoever you're targeting will still get a "you're being targeted" warning. So stealth isn't as powerful as it used to be. You used to be able to lock on with, like, let's say a retaliator at a detection range, lock a missile and fire a missile, and their first warning that they'd been fired upon would be when they get hit. Now it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to end up with a situation where you're going to have to really sneak up on someone, but you got to make sure you're close enough that when you get the lock, you're able to take them out before they are able to find you by using active scanning to then find you. So there's some actual gameplay there now. So you might get a lock on you, and you're like, all right, who is it? And you're going to hit scanning mode, and you're going to start scanning. And if you can find them, like an Eclipse, let's face it, is almost a sitting duck. If you can find that Eclipse before it gets the lock and fires a torpedo, then you can take them out. But again, that's going to be a big if. That's why I'm thinking something like the Saber will be a lot more fun, because 3 stealth shields, you still got decent shielding, decent maneuverability, slap 4 tarantulas on it. You're going to do a lot of damage. I would have preferred it with 4 size 3 sledges, but you know, we can't have nice things. Hello? Can I jump? Game, please? Locks? No? Try again. It's making the sound like it's spooling. I am getting frustrated with the servers. There we go. The bounty is somewhere around here. Of course, he's on the opposite side of the planet, just to make things even more fun. I'll probably be done after this bounty, but I'm very curious to see just how bad the Freelancer Max will be in combat. Alrighty. Let's see how the Freelancer Max does. With maybe 2 working out of 4 engines? It's gotta be just graphical. I hope. Alright, now we'll just wait here for our bounty to show up. Usually it seems if you bring up your mobiGlas, it's a good way to make it happen, because then you're not paying attention. Nope. Here, bounty, bounty, bounty. Come out and play. So this is, I'm assuming, server lag causing this problem. Yeah, I mean overall, I'm finding the max relatively maneuverable. I would definitely be able to take on an NPC with it. I'm not sure I'm going to take on players with it. Especially if said players are in a Gladius or an Arrow. You saw how that poor Vanguard was a sitting duck to my Arrow. I can't imagine a Freelancer Max, which is even less maneuverable. I don't know if we're going to get the NPCs to spawn today. I don't want to come out and play. Let's see if anyone's saying anything in chat. Nope. See if there's another bounty nearby. An ECN alert, we could pick that up. If it ever shows up here. We picked it up, but it disappeared. Crime stat 4. I could go after that if it shows up. I think the server may have just pooped itself. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe 3.10 has struck. I guess we'll test the server, the flight performance while we still can. And we'll test it around this cool little box. Oh, there we go. Contract accepted. Finally shows up. Only took forever. Let's see where it goes. Oh, enemy. I guess it was just a server hiccup. Alright, so you can hear the gimbals tracking. We had one on target and one not. Oh, cross-section. Can't do much about that. I blew him up. How did the objective fail? Let's sigh. Alright, let's go for the ECN alert. Track. Scrolling out. Where are you? There it is. Oh yay, we get to make a lot of jumps to try to get there. Hopefully whatever server hiccup we were dealing with earlier is done. Overall, I'd say the max. I mean, again, you have the same firepower as far as the guns go as like a Freelancer miss. or even a saber for that matter. So you got 4 gimbaled size 3s. So damage-wise, it does just fine. I got two FR-76 shields, so it's definitely durable. But as you saw, it's kind of whale-like in its movement. If you only fly the max, you could probably mess with your joystick curves to help a little bit. But I fly a lot of different ships, so I kind of just stick with a base 1.2 curve for all ships, and it works pretty well. And again, I play with a HOTAS, so I've got a Logitech X56. And then when I'm on the road, I play with keyboard and mouse, and that is always fun, in quotes. Getting used to going from joystick to keyboard and mouse is back and forth can be annoying, especially when keybinds keep changing. So we'll do the CCN alert, and then we'll call it a stream, and see how this works. Overall, 3.1, I think it's in a better place than it was. It's still got a lot of bugs, especially the server backend it's atrocious. I mean, having to literally go somewhere and wait for things to spawn is a real pain. The new tracking system is okay. We should have more than one target here, so I'll pin a couple different targets. So you can see how it shows the distance and all that. And they definitely mess with the keybinds, like I had what used to be target missile and launch missile seems to be trying to do 2 or 3 different things, so when this goes live, definitely check your keybinds. Well, we're here. We have no NPC to assist, and supposedly they fixed this. And server lag. Nobody knows. Yeah. So when people ask why it's taken so long for this to go to live, this is something you can talk about. I guess we can do a little exploring while we wait for ships to show up. Like, why do we have these exploded stations? Like, what happened to this station? Alright. There we go. Objective complete. Respond to alert. Alright, there's the friendly ship.
We need more time. Keep them busy.
It's a very bad Scottish accent. I have many friends that are Scottish. That was very bad. Alright, here we go. So let's pin this guy as target 1. Of course, he's our only target right now, so. So we got one gun on target, and the other was not on target. Why am I targeting the Starfarer? I don't want to be targeting the Starfarer. Let me target this guy. There we go. There's 2 guns on target. 1 gun on target. 2 on target. So I guess you gotta really keep them in the... not even in the middle. It's kind of weird. Just think the gimbal tracking for the Freelancer is completely borked. Looks like only one at a time will ever be on target. Unless you get like in the sweet spot. You can kind of hear the guns tracking. I don't want to accidentally hit the Starfarer. Guess I already did. Oh, that's jarring. Alright, next target. Teleports around a little bit. See, one on target. That's so annoying. They've definitely changed gimbal assist. It's been a long time since I used it, but you'll see you have to be a little bit more accurate with it, which is good.
That's a close call. Oh shit. That was close.
That was not close. You're in a Starfarer attacked by a couple Buccaneers. That was the opposite of close. Alright, so he's supposed to quantum away now, so let's see if he quantums or just disappears. I'm watching you, Sam. Well, looks like he's not going to quantum away like he's supposed to. It was in the patch notes that ECN assisted targets would quantum away instead of despawning. Well, he's just hanging out. You know what? For science, let's board the Starfarer. Our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to steal the captain's blanket. Why am I getting into the turret? This is not what I wanted. I did not want the turret. Oh, nope, he just despawned. He did not quantum away, he just despawned. Well, that bug that was supposedly fixed was not fixed. And I broke my legs entering my own ship. Alright, on that we're going to go ahead and end the stream. So the max is still relatively good, but we're still having some issues with the freelancers. They still basically, one gun will track and the other will just kind of fire off into nowhere, and then sometimes both guns will track, but Still viable, obviously, but I would definitely stick with repeaters, ballistic or energy, with the freelancers until they fix that, because otherwise you're going to waste a lot of ammunition. Alright everyone, thanks for watching this stream. Hope you enjoyed. And like I said, I'll be doing a lot more come 3.10, going into each ship with the new flight model, performance, and weapon testing once it goes live. For now, I'm just jumping on every now and then on the PTU to try things out. Feel free to add me as a friend in game, Stompar, Stompar. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to donate, because money's good, and I need it. And so do we all. So it's all good.